out here today on the farm. Here's what's going to happen today. I'm going to do one of my least favorite jobs, cleaning out all the nozzles on the sprayer. It just needs to be done. It's been a while, and probably have some strainers that are starting to get clogged up, and I don't want that to happen. We got a really good rain. Today is Thursday. That happened on Friday and Saturday, I think. Saturday. Here at the barn, like 3.5 inches, and then other places 2.5. So good rain. Also a lot of rain. So got some more washes here. Love that. Water standing in the field where we planted cotton last. Some of that is probably still underwater and may die because of that. So I can't control that for sure. So I'm going out of town this weekend on a planned family trip to the beach. So thankful for that, but also kind of in a tricky time because got the rain. Weeds will need to be sprayed while I'm gone. I think it'll be okay till I get back, but what do you do? So what I am going to do today, though, I'm going to clean the strainers out, and after that I'm going to actually unhook the sprayer because I'm going to hook back up to the rotary hoe. I'm afraid of this place here these places around the barn got so much rain so fast that I'm afraid that same thing might happen that happened the last time I was out of town, that the wind may start blowing, and would like to have some of that knocked out. So I'm going to probably do every other pass on a couple farms and get that finished, or at least going, so that some of that's done in case man, the mosquitoes and bugs are getting me today. So in case that gets a little windy while I'm gone, it's mostly done, and maybe it'll hold it, or if Dad can get out there and finish it off if it gets bad, but we're praying that it doesn't. After that, I'm going to, not today probably, but hook the sprayer back up because I do want to spray 2 farms that didn't get sprayed before the rain, and they're definitely going to get too woolly before I get back. So that's the goal today. Hopefully it's busy, which means I'm getting a lot done. All right, fast forward. Sprayer nozzles are cleaned. I sprayed this little small section here next to Grandma's house, so I had to move this tractor out of the way, and then I sprayed. Then I moved the tractor back. I unhooked the sprayer over there. I greased the sprayer so it's ready to go whenever we spray again. I just finished greasing the tractor. Now I'm gonna go hook up to the rotary hoe over there, get the tractor set right, and get my lunch. Don't forget your lunch in the pickup. That would be bad news. And then I'm gonna drive over to Old Glory and try to keep the sand from blowing. So I've got the hitch down as low as it'll go, and it will not go underneath that pin. So I'm going to take that pin out so that I can back under it and put the pin back in. Don't fall. Okay, I'll just hold it. I really need a third hand. Hold on. Stop spinning. Okay. There we go. Now, this thing. All right. Now let's try backing this thing up. Let's go try that. Probably could use a hammer. nor are we seated there at all. So I'm gonna have to back the tractor up some more now that I'm hooked right there. That should be good. All right, let's try this now. Need to start lifting the hitch up. Got it. Hooked. Now let's go make sure we get the hydraulics together. I'll just tell you that that's going to happen, and see you next time. All right, well, where is it? It's right behind my deal. There it is. See the wing? I am now off like a herd of turtles. Keep you posted. So this is our field out in front, and that dust right there blowing across the cotton, that is why I'm coming to do what I'm doing, to bust that up, because that dirt will literally sandblast and just kill the cotton. So glad I'm coming over here. So the stand out here is not great. Yeah, I don't know. So we planted this first on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday night we got a little bit of a shower, 1/4 inch. And then the next day, Monday and Tuesday, were cool and wet and kind of misty. And so I didn't think that 1/4 inch would crust it over. And so I don't think that it did. It may have done more than I maybe realized. But I'm wondering if some of that colder weather kind of slowed this down. Maybe it slowed down enough where that it couldn't crust when the sun came out on that Wednesday. So I mean, some of the cotton looks really good, and as it should, healthy. But then we got a bunch of little stuff, and then skips like that where nothing came up. So I don't know, kind of stinker. Everything else came up really well, has really good stand, and this isn't bad. It's not bad enough to replant, but we'd like everything to look the same and have a really good, consistent stand, no skips. The other thing, I'm trying to find you an example of it. I think we're having a really bad deer problem. They're just eating the tops of the cotton off. Now, there could have been a little bit of wind damage, sand damage from the last time when Dad came out and ran the rotary hoe, but I don't think much, if any. And so here's an example of some of the top kidney notes. So just a clean, it's just gone off the top, and so but right next to it, good and good. So something's eating. I mean, rabbits. There's some prints. I mean, this field has them all over the place, but you don't see that everywhere. Like here's a section. So I don't know. I mean, what can you do about wildlife eating your crops? Not much. I've heard. I've not confirmed this myself. I've heard that deer, being a nuisance to your crops, you can shoot them out of season. However, if you do shoot them out of season, you have to process them yourself or pay to have it processed and donate the meat. You cannot keep it. I don't know if that's true or not. That's just what I've heard. So the onus is on the person, the landowner, to protect his crops and to dispose of the meat properly. I don't know if that's true or not, but we'll just control it. We can't control the deer. But I can control getting this plow, maybe, with one hand, maybe. I can control getting this plow unfolded and ready to work. Here we go. a simple tool that does lots of good keeping the dirt from blowing. It does look prettier once you plow it or rotary hoe it. Stand looks better. You see it up against the lighter background, it just doesn't look as pretty. I was going to do every other through, but since it's already kind of blowing and looks a little more slicked over than I was hoping, I think I'm going to go ahead and do every through, which will leave this small gap because our row pattern, I'm going on 40-foot track so I can drive in the same place I planted. So this will be good. It'll be better than doing every other, but it'll just take me longer. Well, going pretty good. Just like, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes left here. I want to show you, sprayed this before with 2 different chemicals. One of them is we're getting some resistance to Roundup. The other one is helps with broadleaves, and it normally works pretty good. But we've got these, we call them careless weeds, also pigweeds. Their name is Palmer amaranth. I think people have water hemp, that'd be a cousin, I think. But they are, man, they're nasty. You get them resistant, you cannot kill them. This is weeds we used to hoe by hand a ton growing up, and they have just, they're tough. Last year when it was so dry, they'd get this tall, they start putting out a seed head, and they have thousands of seeds. And so we don't want them to spread in the field, because you let one go and you'll have a mess. So here, we sprayed this after the cotton came up, and let me show you what it did. One chemical, it makes the plant just, it kind of just makes it freak out and grow weird, and so it's doing that, but it didn't kill it. But, I mean, you just look at all these leaves are deformed, and it's not normal. This is more of a normal looking leaf right here. And so these kind of small ones and kind of twisted up ones, the chemical is affecting it, but we're getting some resistance to that as well. So I'm going to try to come here. So I'm going to come back here on a 4-wheeler and go through the field and find those and spot spray those with a healthy dose of more chemical, and that should take care of it. There's more than I would like to be out here, but if I can I'm trying to get Emily out here on a 4-wheeler. Both of us with a 4-wheeler, we should be able to do that and knock that out pretty quickly. Look at this, done, and I'm going to be exactly where I need to be to get out of the field. All right, move to the next field. This is about a 50-acre field. I am over halfway done and hadn't been here very long, so got some more careless weeds there. Need to come and get fun stuff. Rain is good for cotton. Rain is also good for weeds. So get this done, and that will hopefully keep the wind from blowing. Not the wind from blowing. The wind from blowing the dirt that's here. This got almost 4 inches of rain, so probably is a little slicked over. Okay, I'm here the field next to the barn. There is water standing up in the field there, but this part probably has the best chance to blow of stuff over here, especially kind of down in this waterway where a lot of stuff didn't come up and a lot of water ran. So I'll go as far as I can, turn around at the water, probably just do every other through here. Well, I knew there was water up here. We'll probably lose any cotton that's up in there, but what I don't know until I get looking down the rows. Oh, there you go. Is that stuff that was underwater? I don't know. Cotton will for sure be stunted. This is what we planted last. I don't know if you can even tell that, but everything out here that's darker color is still really black and was underwater probably yesterday. So I don't know. Maybe the cotton that stuff has survived, but this over here is not gonna make it. I can see more of it than I thought I'd be able to see in some of this black stuff. So all that I saw before that I was a little bit nervous about, looks like that should probably be okay. You can't see it, but the lake Probably not. On to the last field, 80 acres here. Hard to tell because neighbor has cotton right next to us. But 80 acres, and then I will be done with what I wanted to get done on using the rotary hoe. So the plan here is I'm going to finish this, and I think I should have plenty of daylight. I'm going to go to this one farm that had a lot of those, speaking of resistant careless weeds, just saw one. But the field right by the barn, I didn't see hardly any, just like two. I think I'm going to go, I can remember where they are, and I'll go get those. So far this field looks pretty clean. I'll have to keep my eyes open, but that one over there, that 50 acres, there was quite a few. So I'm going to try to go get those. I'm probably just going to hoe those out by hand. And then in the morning, Emily and I are going to take the 2 4-wheelers to Old Glory, and we're going to spray those because there's quite a few of those over there. All right, this is it. I'm finished. Well, I'm almost finished. I decided to do a double pass here. Just leave a little gap there because small toolbar. But because if the neighbor, say he doesn't get his, and we get a west wind, he doesn't get his plowed and we get a west wind, then hopefully have a double barrier of plowed dirt to stop any wind from continuing across the field. So I'll end up down here. The issue is this entrance over there is underwater. So I will just go down next to the wheat and do a double pass there, and then go out the way I came in back there. So the plowing's done. I would like to go home, but here's where I'm caught between thing I want to do and what I ought to do. I am going to the beach with Emily's family, all our family, her parents and all her siblings. Sorry. We are doing that in a couple days. So I need to get some things done because we got some rain, things are growing. I won't be able to get it all done, all the weed spraying that I'd like to get done, but it'll be fine when I get back. It'll just be a little weedier than I would like, but scheduled vacations, we'll figure it out. So I'm trying to get everything up to the point where when we leave, I've done what I can do and feel good about it. So I got what I think I'm done on the rotary hoe. There's other farms, I don't think they need it, so I'm gonna not do them. I'm gonna go on the 4-wheeler. This is where getting around to the point. I'd like to go home. The sun's in my face. I'd like to go home, but I've got some good daylight here, and I need to go get those careless weeds because I don't want them to go to seed. They could put some seed heads out while I'm gone. So I'm gonna go do that. While I was plowing, rotary hoeing, I got some more chemical delivered. I sent Emily to town to go get some more additive from the gin, and it's not on my truck. So apparently she went and was a dog and unloaded all 60 gallons of the stuff I got. So she's awesome. Let's see. Yep, she did it. Thanks, Em. You're the best. Almost had a bad moment because I couldn't get this 4-wheeler out anywhere else. It was all blocked, but luckily I can just push that out of the way. I can get out these doors. Otherwise, I was gonna have to, I don't know what I was gonna do. The grain carts were in the way, not easy to move. The grain truck's in the way, not easy to move now. The stripper was in the way, not easy to move. So anyways, thankful for this store. Maybe. driving in the where I plowed until I find one. And I can't record this time. I don't even hold the camera. So before, after. So here's an area we must have missed one. I let it go to seed and didn't see it. So there's, oh, I don't know, maybe 10 right there of the thousands seeds it produced. So this may, you know, just like that, it could be a hot spot here for a while, but hopefully I can, well, none of these have gone to seed yet, which is good, but die, pigweeds, die. Well, found some more, big patch. It's getting dark. I got still got a lot to do before I can go home, so I'm gonna end the video here. I'll have to come back and do this again tomorrow. Tomorrow after we go to Old Glory, because I've got to still load the four-wheelers load this four-wheeler on the trailer, get some different things ready on the trailer, and then go to my parents and get the other four-wheeler. And it's almost dark, so time to let you go. Thanks for watching. If you're gonna farm it.